Divine-Zubeen-Garg. What a phenomenal personality he was. On September 19th, when I heard that there was some singer who died in scuba diving in Singapore, I was in Andaman and Nicobar and I was about to go for scuba diving. And I saw this message and I'm like, I'm not coming for scuba diving. I just heard that someone died in doing scuba diving in Singapore. So I don't know who is the singer. I don't know who was Zubeen Garg. But this thought kept lingering in my head that so poor thing, how did he die? Why did he die? Oh, so sad. How did it happen? Was he young? This thought was always like something was there. I was always thinking about this thing in my head going on. Then I came. Then after a few days, I saw in Facebook that there were millions of lakhs of people who joined in his final journey. I'm like, who is this guy? Like, who does this for someone? And I was very curious to know who is Zubeen Garg. And I started seeing his interviews. Was very curious to know more and more about him. So whenever I used to see his interviews, his those one-liners, I felt that he was such a pure soul, such an innocent, like a child, and so generous, and there was no he had no need to show any do any show off. He was so natural. Even on the stage he didn't do anything to impress, or he was just himself. He was just whatever he was, however he is. I feel like, wow, this person is an amazing personality with pure love. And I heard in one of his interviews he says, um, you are alone, people are alone, and that is the reason I feel alone. So he was so empathetic. Then in one of his interview, he says, I want to be a legend. So Zubeen Garg, you are a legend today. You are such a legend who will remain forever in our hearts. You are immortal. Music is immortal. I started hearing his music, and Maya Bini was so soul touching. It just touched my soul. Such a beautiful song. And I used to keep playing Maya Bini again and again. I didn't know the meaning of the song. But later, there were many people who made it in Hindi, in English. I understood the meaning and I even liked it more. It was so soul touching. And there was one point of time after a few days, I actually cried. I wept. I felt so grieved, so much grief that he should have not died. He should have been there. Why did this happen? And such a wonderful person, and we never knew him. I cried. And I was like, I'm crying for the person I don't even know. You can see the relationship he had with animals was so beautiful. I think he understood their language. Garima Garg says in one of the interview that he had some connection with the nature. He could speak to the trees. He could understand the language of the animals. I mean, he was not a human, yeah. He was something else. I think he was a divine soul. He was an avatar. He was a saint in a human form. He was he is God of Assam. He's a legend of Assam. He's a pride of Assam. But I would say he was a God of humanity. He showed us that how each one of us can be human. In one of the interview, he says, "I'm not personal. I'm public. Public, one love, one life, and I am for public." So he would do anything for the sake of people. What a wonderful thought. And people have not disappointed you, Zubeen Garg. The love you gave to them, they reciprocated equally in all measures, by mourning, by crying, by grieving, by being there physically present in your final journey. They have shown you back what you gave them. In one of the interviews, Zubeen-Garg says that there are the whole Assam, they feel that Zubeen-Garg belongs to them. He's a part of their family member. Each one of them feel. Old people feel he's a son. Youngsters feel that he's a brother. Middle-aged feel that he is a friend. Everyone feels that they own Zubeen-Garg, that Zubeen-Garg belongs to them, belongs to them. And that's what we saw. That's what the whole world saw. That even for more than a family, people have shown their sadness, their grievance at his demise. What a personality, what a sweet personality. Oh my God, you are marvelous, Zubeen-Garg. You are the epitome of humanity. Maybe a god in human form who wanted to be like a human. He says that in Assam, there are three famous things. Assam is known for tea, is known for his rhinoceros, and known for Zubeen-Garg. He's so confident he was. He was so confident about his love for the people and about the people of Assam, that they loved him. He said, if I die in Assam, there'll be 7 days mourning. And it was. We all saw it. He was a king of Assam. He said, no, you should not leave your territory. Otherwise, it's like you're leaving your kingdom. That's why he came back from Mumbai to Assam, and he fully focused on people of Assam. In one of his interviews, he says that I like music, and my chord is my connection is with the people of Assam, and this is what motivates me to work, become a workaholic. He was a workaholic. He even in one night he would record 38 songs. Who would do that? He was so passionate about his music. Have you seen him? He is an excellent drummer, guitarist, flutist, pianist. Uh, Anything he can make a music out of it. How can he be so all rounder? Because he had such a deep knowledge and passion about music that I think he could pick up any instrument and he would play. But he said that also in one of his interview that it was a nature's gift to him. It came naturally to him, acting, music, directing, being a composer, lyricist, singer. They were the nature's gift to him. He was a nature's child. That's what he said in one of his interviews, that I am a nature's child. Oh my God, what an amazing person Zubeen-Garg was. I don't regret, at least that we didn't knew him before, we knew only after he passed away, but I'm very, very grateful that we at least knew that someone, such a beautiful soul, divine soul, such a generous soul, such an epitome of humanity, mankind, that he taught to everyone. Why can't we all be like him? What can stop us from not being like him? He said that everything which belonged to him was open for everyone except his studio, because there he works. In his house, anyone could go and eat food. Who does this, yeah? He is such an amazing soul, he is. And I feel he's immortal. His presence is there everywhere. If you think of him, maybe you can feel his presence. Sometimes I pray to him. Some issues Zubeen-Garg, can you please take care of this? Because I'm in so deep, deep love for him. So you're a legend, sir. In one of your interview, you said you wanted to be a legend. You are a legend. You are a legend who will live forever in our hearts, immortal, evergreen. And I thank, if you have not been in Bollywood, return back to Bollywood, could have crushed you, your spirit. You did a right thing. You gave your spirit to the pure people of Assam. They're so pure, they're so innocent. They're very nice people. I have been to Assam, I've been to Meghalaya, Northeast. Excellent people. Your people are amazing, sir. And they deserved a person like you, a god in human form. Those who've been good. The connection which animals felt with him is just, you can see Maya, the dog, is not eating food, grieving. It's feeling so sad. It's so sad to see that how animals can also express their emotions. He said that I am not a caste, I am not a religion. I am human. I'm not a god, I'm a human. Morocco, I don't know Assami, but it was like मोरो कोई जाति नहीं, मोरो कोई धर्म नहीं, मैं भगवान नहीं, मैं मानुस हूँ, मैं इंसान हूँ. I'm Kunchonjunga, like a mountain, strong like a mountain. He also said that I'm alone, but I'm strong, and I want to live life like Alexander. I mean, he was a philanthropist. In one of his interviews, he speaks about nothingness, the book he read about nothingness. He speaks about Charlie Chaplin so beautifully. He speaks. He's had this. He was highly spiritual. I think he was already enlightened because he says in one of his interview that you play this and it's like a meditation. You just go into deep meditation. That's what he says to the interviewer. So he was an enlightened soul. He was. Also, lately, he did not like people always taking selfie. That's what people should understand. That, celebrities, the people whom you love, you must not trouble them by taking selfie. You should see what they comfortable or not. You can't impose yourself. He was so fed up people taking selfie that he said in Garimagar said in one of his her interview that he said even in his sleep he's seeing selfie. Why is this technology of camera and all in the phone? How fed up he might have been, how he might have troubled him. It's a learning that when you love someone, if you it's a fan, you give them space. Don't encroach into their private space. Be far from them. Take photos. Ask permission if you want to take the photo. Don't touch them. All these things we have to take. If you love someone, you have to respect them. It's not important that you get a selfie with them. It's important that they are feeling comfortable. You just look at them from far. So should have a boundary. I feel so sad when he said that, that he was so traumatized by this selfie. Even in his sleep, he used to see that. In one of his interview, he says that I was not like this. People made me. I became like this. Then she says, why? People. He shouts. He gets angry. People make me like this. When you look at this, such a beautiful. So still there were people who, because when people mean and selfish people, they can do anything. And his life also teaches us that we must be very careful with the people around us, not trust anyone, take care of health, learn to say no. If he was exhausted, he did not wanted to go, he should have said, no, this daytime is my sleeping time. I don't want to come. I don't know how they have forced him, but because during the daytime, Garimagar shared that he would always sleep. That was his pattern, biological pattern. So if you take him and he partied the whole night, then in the daytime you're taking for such a stressful swimming, being in water needs a lot of energy. Already an exhausted person. This is like this negligence led to someone's life. This is equal to murder. But what I don't want to get into all that. But the thing is, it's a learning for all of us. Say no. Learn to don't trust everyone who is around us. Be very careful with your money. All this we learn. I mean, Zubin, I love you. I miss you. I'll miss you always. You'll always be in our hearts. You are a legend, sir. You are a legend. A salute to you, sir. You are a great salute to you. What a man, what a human you were. And what a beautiful lessons you gave to us. What a beautiful smile, sir. You know, in one of his interview, he says that everything is gifted to me by someone. My bracelet, my earring, my jerkin, most of the things I'm wearing has been gifted to me by someone. So beautiful. And in one interview, he funnily says that he went for his liver test and they were doing some fibroid test, something, and then it came 8. It should be between something like 10 and 11 is little higher side. So he had a very good rating, though he was drinking. And the doctor said that I don't drink, but my liver, the rate is, the level is 10. And he was laughing. It's so cute. He always says he's a rebel. He will fight for people. He was blunt. He had the guts to say the truth standing on a stage. In the Bihu festival, when the Sulfa people did not wanted him to sing in Hindi, he sang. And when the organizers said that, it can be quite risky and, to his life, then he threw the mic and he said that people can't dictate us what to do. Today they will say this, tomorrow they can demand something, and then they will have to only work according to their wishes. So he said he will sing. He was not afraid, though he was given security. He said he doesn't need any security. He's going to be with the people. Wow. Once the trees were getting cut, he went and he said, cut me before you cut the trees. And then he said, why not? Trees are life. And they just stopped. There was so much of fight going on in cutting trees, but he went and he just said one word, cut me before you cut a tree. And it just stopped. That was his word. That was his power. He had so much power in Assam. We never know. There may be a lot of politicians who were very insecure about the power Zubeen-Garg had on the people of Assam. He says in one interview that if I am the chief minister, I will remove everyone and I will take youth. I will take youth. I want people, if you are in telecommunications, you should have the knowledge of that. If you are a forest department, your minister for forest, you should know everything about the forest. You should have the knowledge to which department you are leading. What a wonderful, sir. What wonderful talk. And I love it when he went to a college. I think he was quite young. And he says, I'm sorry, guys, I entered into your gym. So cutely he says. And then he says, all of you are happy. Are you enjoying? They say, yes. That's what it should be. No, fuck off the world. We should enjoy, and Assam. We must grow Assam. His main goal was, he so beautifully said that I work for coming generations. Does any one of us think such a thoughtful this was, that I always work for coming generations? And he also says, what is your message for coming generations? He says, be focused, value time, respect time. That was his message to the younger generations. You're a beautiful soul, sir. We missed knowing you. Outside Assam, we didn't know you. But it's so grateful to know that someone like you existed. You are going to be the legend, sir. You are a legend, and always you'll stay in my heart. I'll miss you. I love you. I'm so grateful to know that a human can also be like God. Each one of us can also be like you, the way you were. And how beautiful the world would be if each one of us can be like you, sir. Lots of wishes to you. And I hope you have gone to a